Having lived the challenges to manage cash flows and the problems delayed receivables created for us, Anand, who's my colleague and co-founder, and I decided to work on solving this problem. That's how Kapittx was born. Our vision is to bring the change the way cash flow is managed. We enable sales and the finance team to collect payments faster and more efficiently than before. Using Kapittx, our customers were able to collect payments 30% more efficiently.
As we were growing, we were wanting to get more predictability and efficiency in the entire collection process. The only option to do so was to automate. That's when we started hunting for various solutions, which were available in the market, and we came across Kapittx. Before Kapittx, our team was spending about 70% of their time in submitting invoices to the customer, and only 30% of time was used productively for actual collection. With Kapittx, we are actually going to turn this around, and submissions are going to be completed by the team in less than 30% of the time, and now we have the entire 70% time for collections, which are going to actually prove beneficial to our organization.
We have been using Kapittx for more than a year now for managing our AR. We find Kapittx very effective and useful because when we talk about the traditional FAs, they give us just the figures and numbers when it comes to outstanding money. But Kapittx platform actually almost real time tracks the status. In the sense, you can know at which stage your money is stuck at that point in time, align the resources accordingly, and also then set the reminders for follow-up, etc.
We are using Kapittx for past 1.5 years. We replace our spreadsheets completely with Kapittx automated system, where one click of button we get all the informations of the outstanding available to us.
We have been using Kapittx for almost a year now. We were looking for a platform that could help us on 5 different aspects: 100% ledger coverage, problem coding, review mechanism, business reports, and auditing. Kapittx is a platform that is helping us in all these multiple aspects. Our productivity has increased more than 30% after aligning with Kapittx.
There are a lot of manual tasks which involves sending reminders, organizing documentation, or reconciliation. With Kapittx, all of this can be automated and your AR management can run in autopilot mode. This gives your sales teams, for instance, a lot of time to manage customer relationships and work on deals to grow your business.
Kapittx is a very customer-focused organization, and we have seen them work very closely with our teams and help adopt their processes to the processes that were existing in our organization.
We find their team very passionate and proactive.
For us, Kapittx is customer-centric and trustworthy.
Kapittx is a platform that can be trusted. It is customer-focused. At the same time, the team is very much proactive.
Kapittx is easy to integrate and simple to use. It's your key to unlock the cash and grow your business.
No, it's having processed more than 350,000 invoices and close to about 2,200 crores worth of value of invoices. There's a lot of experience that we have behind. Let me just get this. After talking to customers like yourself, some interesting data points have come up. More than 70% of the time, payments are getting delayed not because of customer. Data tells us it's internal problem. Another data point, 40% of the salespeople when we talk, 40% of the sales people, when the input was, they consider receivables as an added burden on them and it should not be their responsibility. How many times would have felt that what my salespeople can do proactively to follow for payments? Many times you have gone through that experience. 60% of managerial time during receivables review goes in sorting data and making people talk to each other. 38% of the time, customers come back and say that I haven't received the invoice, why don't you resend it? I haven't received the documentation, why don't you resend it? Okay. Close to 90% of your invoices which are greater than 12 months is going to go into an uncollectible bucket. Look at your AR portfolio and you'll see that in your aging wheel. Kapittx is all about addressing some of these, helping you unlock that cash and grow. First pillar is about insights. Okay? The platform gives you how much money you're losing, which task your team needs to focus on that has not able to get your payment faster. Your monthly forecast, your aging, any information that you wish to go for should not take more than 2 clicks. Okay? That said, your weekly forecast. Why weekly forecast is important? Because your payouts are weekly. Your distributor payments are weekly, not monthly. Right? You can review by region, you can review by products, you can review by business units. Similarly, you can also look at invoices where they are stuck, like invoices which are pending for installation, invoices which are pending for site not readiness. So many aspects goes into your business. Collaboration is the important part. Sending emails to the customers. Because how many times customers would have come back and said, why do you send my statement to me? A ledger statement. Sending ledger statement is a click of a button. Okay. You'll find that when it comes to collaboration, there's always two ways. One, with the customer and within the company. Hardest part is within the company as well. A statement that I haven't received the invoice means a 10 minutes to 15 minutes or even it goes for days. People will try and collaborate between finance, operations and all to get the data organized. Okay. I'll keep talking until the time you get the slides organized. Thank you so much. So it means that, and many times salespeople forget, that has its own delays as far as the payments is concerned. When you look at your receivables data and find out which are the tasks that are going to holding a payment to come back and how much are due today, how much are due tomorrow, how many are due a few weeks later, and how much money is actually impacting, that will drive your attention towards those activities and people responsible for that. So platform should give you an ability to pinpoint where my money is stuck. Kapittx helps you do that. Okay. That being said, in B2B payments, in B2B invoice follow-ups, no payments get paid without reviewing the supporting documents. Look at in your business. Will a customer pay a invoice without looking at the installation report, site readiness report, or sign-offs? No. They will always ask for the documents. Now, you will be able to define by which customer, what kind of documents are required, and by click of a button, things can go to the customer. It enormously changes the game, right? So document management becomes a very, very crucial component when it comes to B2B invoice payments follow-ups. Okay. No luck? Okay. All right. I can utilize it? So nice of you. All right. What happens is when it comes to managing your receivables and your customer engagement better, there are a few more aspects that goes into the conversation points. Very important aspect about that will come in is in terms of the communication patterns. Now, every customer, the business process, the dependency, the kind of people that you need to follow vary from customer to customer. The way you're going to follow to a large customer and the way you're going to follow for the smaller customer will vary. But look, the complexity of the problem that you'll have. When you have 20 salespeople trying to follow for it, each salesperson will define their unique way of following with the customer. At times, you'll find that a uniform approach may not work. So salespeople are not so much, because they consider this as an added burden, their templates are missing. Using this platform, you can templatize your communication and convert that entire receivable management into a process. Now what happens, how this benefits you? How many of you have always felt the pain of attrition in our industry? Huge. People keep moving out. With people moving out, communication goes. While sales CRMs help, which is good, what happens on the receivables? Where does that data go? That data goes away. With the process in place, transitioning that data point, allocating these invoices, allocating that portfolio is just like a few clicks of a button. You can do that more effectively using a platform like this. Okay? Having said this, there are a few more elements that I can go deeper into it. Okay? When it comes to creating tasks, companies are not good at it. Okay, when I say creating tasks, we all have options like Google Tasks, Microsoft, so many tools are available with us. But still, how easily and convenient it can be by click on a button. What Kapittx does is, it allows your receivables portfolio or engagement with the customers completely into a templatized way. It's just drag and drop. Select, you will be able to generate tasks, and you will have a full task dashboards during your reviews. Now what does task dashboards review does for you? When you are following an aging bucket, okay, and then there are some interesting data points again on aging buckets. Invoices which are greater than 3 months, data tells us there's a 26% chance that those invoices are going to go into an uncollectible bucket. Invoices which are greater than 6 months, all right, awesome, thank you. Yeah, I talked about sending invoice. Okay, click on it, the send button over here, it will, right, it will go, 2 clicks. The task dashboard, right? How much money you're losing, what tasks, okay, document management. You can configure which documents are pending. Moment you submit attach the document, it will turn into green. You can set some auto rules to send to the customer. You can configure templates to, as I talked about earlier. Important element on payment terms, plans. Your ERPs will have one date to pick up in terms of the due date. But in your business, you have multiple milestones that come into picture to configure your due dates. How do you handle that? How do you communicate with those milestones and tell the customer that your payments are due basis the milestone that you've agreed between you and the customer? Again, everything is templatized, right? Short video. One interesting feedback, I recently asked a customer in terms of why did you choose Kapittx? And he gave a very different perspective. He said that, what we saw, and I relate to what I'm doing in my current business, using spreadsheet is as good as I was using a feature phone. What you showed me, or what you showed us, is a smartphone. It requires a little bit of investment, but look what, from feature phone to smartphone, what it did to our productivity. Receivables on your balance sheet, on our balance sheet, is among the top 3 tangible assets. It's one of the most under-invested, under-managed asset on your books. Give it a smartphone, give it a try.